everyone's doing well. I am in Tokyo right now. I'm in Shinjuku and it is amazing. I'm actually in the Regency Hotel here in Tokyo, here in Shinjuku actually, Shinjuku City. So I'm gonna show you guys around real quick. I just got off my flight. I just came to the hotel and it's way colder than I expected it to be, and it's raining. It's actually pouring right now, so I was not prepared for that. But yeah, hopefully I can get like an umbrella or something, because I did not pack any like rain gear except for a windbreaker that I can probably use as a, but it's not gonna work that well, I think. So then I'm gonna have to buy an umbrella. So there's that. But yeah guys, this is my room. Let me give you a quick little tour of my hotel room. Here you have the front door, right? And to the right of the door, you have a closet, which is pretty nice. Comes with 2 robes, you know. Over here, you have the restroom. And it comes with a bidet, so I'm pretty familiar with these, just like in Korea. And the shower. And the room, all right? It's not too bad, actually. You know, I do have my items set up here. I'm just like taking out clothes and technology, like what I need for recording. And I did bring with me my Canon SL-1 with me, so I can take some nice photos, because the iPhone quality is good sometimes, but it's not as good as one of these. So of course you have a desk over here, little table, little chair, and outside here So yeah guys, that is my hotel room. It's not bad for what I paid for it, honestly. When I did get to the airport, I did buy myself a pocket Wi-Fi, little hockey puck that emits Wi-Fi, right? So I got that instead of a SIM card, because I would much rather have a Wi-Fi I can just connect to instead of just popping out my SIM and trying to keep that little SIM card with me and making sure I don't lose it, because it's the only one I have. And then I also went to the cash exchange and exchanged about 350 USD. Things here in Japan are a little bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie. And coming from Korea, when I see something that's like 8,500 yen, right? In my mind, I'm like, oh, like Korea, like 8,500 isn't that bad, because Korea is a little bit cheaper than Japan, but still, I would pay money and I would get the notification on my phone saying, from my bank, saying you paid this much. I'm like, wow, that is a lot of money. So one thing I have to actually watch out for is how much I spend here. I can calculate how much I spend each and every day. And the best way to do that is like Google. I put like yen to USD, or USD to yen, and it just helps me out. It helps me like figure out how much certain things are, especially here in Japan. It's very different from the rest of the world. It's very different. But yeah guys, I'm actually pretty hungry right now, not gonna lie. They did serve us some food on the airplane, which is nice. Korean Air knows what's up. Korean Air is like miles above anything in the US, in my opinion, but I did get something to eat on the plane and at the airport. But coming here, I didn't eat anything. I'm about to go get some 7-Eleven actually. That's only because it's actually pouring outside, so I really didn't bring anything. And besides, 7-Eleven has umbrellas, I'm pretty sure, right? They have some umbrellas in Korea at 7-Eleven, so pretty sure they do here in Japan. So I'm gonna go get some food at the 7-Eleven, something cheap, something ordinary, fast, quick. So once I get the food, I'll get the umbrella, come back up here, eat, and then it's only 5 o'clock right now, but I'm gonna go and just walk around, see what's out there, honestly, because even though it's pouring, it's still a beautiful night out. So hopefully I can take this camera along. So hopefully I can take you guys along. I will be taking my phone, because this camera and my Canon are not weather sealed. So if it rains and this camera gets wet, it's gonna mess up the camera. So I'm just pretty much use my phone for this time. But tomorrow guys, I'm going to Mount Fuji. I'm going to one of the little villages in front of Mount Fuji. So I'm really excited about that. I seen many photos of Mount Fuji, guys, and it looks amazing. So I'm really excited about that. It's about like a 2-hour trip via bus down south to Mount Fuji from Shinjuku. And the whole trip lasts about 10 hours. So that's pretty good. Honestly, I just hope it doesn't rain, because if it rains, it's going to be a rough day for me, honestly. I will be bringing my backpack, because that backpack is water resistant. It's not waterproof, it's water resistant. So it's better than nothing, honestly. Umbrellas. 1,200 yen. A small one? Thank you. Cool. This is like chicken, rice. You guys eating our burgers. What to get. Alright guys, I just got my umbrella and I brought my camera along. Hopefully you guys can see. It's pretty dark outside, but yeah guys, I'm just walking. It's not too bad right now. It just stopped raining. So I'm about to take some photos at the park here and I'll show you guys what's up. There's a Starbucks everywhere you go, even in Korea and even in Japan too. So yeah, we're just keep walking. Guys, so I just took a couple pictures around the park. It's starting to rain. It's drizzling right now, but it's gonna get heavier as the night goes on. But there's a Starbucks in front of me and I looked up certain drinks to find in Japan. So I'm gonna try some exclusive Japanese drinks they can only find here, and I'm gonna try it right now at Starbucks. So there's one drink called the Hacha latte. I don't know, I'll show you guys, but see you guys at Starbucks. All right guys, so I got it. Pull up on screen right now. That's what it's called. I'm gonna try it out. I just got it from the Starbucks here, and hopefully it's really good. It only cost me 480 yen, so do the math. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna try it when I get to the hotel, and I'm gonna pass by 7-Eleven to get some food, because the food at Starbucks is okay, but I like the drinks better. So I'll see you guys at the hotel. All right guys, so I couldn't wait till I got to the hotel, but I had a drink here, and it's actually a tea. So let's try it out. Okay, tea is hot. Okay, I just take a big ass gulp. That shit was hot, but it's very good. It's very delicious. I'll finish it later at the hotel, because it is starting to get a little bit colder now. I'll see you guys there. Hi guys, how's it going? As you can see, I'm back in the hotel room, and I went down to 7-Eleven, and I got myself this. Boom. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna translate it for you guys right now. Yeah. It has a little bit of everything. It has some rice, some what I assume is pickled cabbage. I don't know, we'll see. I think it's pork cutlet here and maybe some chicken with some onions. Anyways, guys, the good thing about 7-Eleven is, especially here in Japan, They heat it up for you. Cashier asked me if I wanted to heat it up, but at first I didn't understand what they said because I don't speak Japanese. So they just pointed to the microwave, and I was like, oh yeah, heat that shit up, right? Okay, guys, I'm gonna try it right now. And after that, I'm just gonna calm down for the rest of the day. I'm not going out. It's already 6:30, so I know you guys are like, wow, it's only 6:30. You're not gonna go out anymore? Well, I woke up at like 3:50 a.m. today because I wanted to make sure I got to the airport on time. And I know the buses from Humphreys, they run from like, they go from Humphreys to Incheon at like 06 and then like 1300, right? But I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna have problems. I was gonna have problems with self check-in because those machines, I don't know what it is about them, but I don't like them. I like face-to-face, human-to-human interaction, and it makes it much easier, right? So I went in the morning. We left at like 0420. Me and my sergeant, he dropped me off at Incheon Airport. Then from there, I realized I was at the wrong terminal. So I took a little bus. So I took a little metro rail that runs throughout the airport from Terminal 1 to Terminal 2. And from there, I was just like, you know what? Might as well try the self-checkout machines. Check-in machines, right? So I tried them, and it said couldn't really process your check-in at this time. I was like, oh, it's weird. And I tried it again about 5 minutes later, right? Me being impatient. It said, please contact a representative. So I was like, all right, then. I went up to a person that was like kind of just helping people out with the self-check-in process. And he was like, oh, you got to go talk to the people at the actual check-in section. You know, all airports have it. Like, you check your bags in and they go on the conveyor belt and they disappear into the freaking room, right? So I went there and they're like, oh, are you going for like business or pleasure? And I was like, oh, I'm going for pleasure. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I'm going for holiday, right? Vacation time, sure. They're like, all right, cool. And then I also had to show them my military ID. And they were like, oh, do you have your leave form with you? Because South Korea and Japan have what is called SOFA acts. So it's like, don't tell me what it stands for. I know the last two is like Forces Agreement, so I might just put it right here, what it stands for. So basically, it's like if a military member is traveling, to different countries, and you want to get back in, you just show your military ID, your leave form, and the orders that brought you to that country. So when I go back into Korea, I just need my CAC and my orders that brought me there, and my leave form as well. So instead of doing the whole KETA thing, because I know a lot of people do it, people like me, we don't have to do that at all. We just show the CAC, the papers, and they let us in. Yeah, so after that, I went to, TSA, or their version of TSA. Our security process was pretty easy. Honestly, it went by really fast. There was a lot of people there, but like within 3 minutes. I'm not kidding, guys. 3 minutes. And I was through. If you guys ever seen LAX, like that long line, imagine all that done in 3 minutes. It was incredibly fast. I don't know how they do it. It was just mind-blowing, honestly. From there, I went to the gate because it's always best to scout the gate and where it is. And it's always nice to check the boards to see if your flight's on time and if it's the right gate. Because if you guys flown, you guys know that shit changes all the time. So it's always best to look at the boards and make sure you're on the right flight, at the right gate. Because if you miss it, right? So I was there. I was just making sure the gate was good. I was like, cool. Gates, this is where I'm going to. Perfect. Across from me was an Angel in Us, which is like a little coffee shop, right? Got myself like an egg sandwich. It was like 7,000 won. I was like, whatever, I'll get it. And then I ate all that, and then it was time for me to board. I boarded the plane, smooth sailing. It was like about 2 hours and 30 minutes worth of like travel time, right? And so I'm on the plane, and they served us food on the plane. I don't know when was the last time I've had food on the plane. It was incredible, guys. It was really good, honestly. Korean Air, they know what is up. They know how to serve food well and hot. It was nice. It was really nice. So yeah, just gotta put that out there. So then we landed, and to enter Japan, there's a whole list of requirements you have to do. from immigration, customs, to what is now like quarantine. They have to do like a quarantine section. Yeah, so basically you have to have like, I can't really see it because of the phone. Anyways, but yeah, you're supposed to have like a QR code for customs, a QR code for immigration, a QR code for like your COVID vaccinations, because they're really strict on that. And me having done my research prior and having filled out everything online beforehand on like Japanese official government website, it was easy, right? I saw people like struggle because they were like, "Oh, do you have your QR code? No, go in this line. Do you have your QR code? No, go in this line." And I was just slicing through the line. I was just like, I have my QR codes, and these people over here with these little pens and their pieces of paper, and some of them, I saw some people actually forgot their papers, like their COVID card and their customs, like the piece of paper they give in the plane to like say, what are you bringing into the country? Some people forgot about that. Some people lost it. Somehow they lost it from the plane to like right when you step off. So I don't know how they did it, but yeah, I was just slicing through. So it's always nice to just do your research beforehand, so that way you can have your stuff good and ready, like I did, to make it easier for your trip to Japan, guys. So after all that, I finally exited the airport, right? Well, I exited the terminal. I went to go deposit, or actually exchange, about $350 into an ATM machine, and they just gave you the currency exchange, right? So I got all that, and then from there I went to go get a pocket Wi-Fi, which I have right here with me. I'm not using it right now because the hotel provides Wi-Fi, right? So I'm actually using that pocket Wi-Fi for when I go out and about, because I don't want to get lost in this massive city. It's really freaking huge, guys, honestly. So after I got my pocket Wi-Fi, I then proceeded to go to the next train. And the next train is really awesome because at Narita Airport, I don't think they have it at Haneda, which is like downtown Tokyo Airport, which was an extra $400 for a ticket there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend that $400. I'm going to use it on like cool shit. I don't know, food, drinks, just go out. Use that $400 for something else. But at Narita, there's a next train that takes you to Tokyo Station, to Shibuya Station, to some other stations, and then finally it ends up in Shinjuku. And that's where I ended up at. And luckily for me, I had my pocket Wi-Fi. I looked up like how long it would take me from walking to the station to walking to the hotel, because honestly it's about like 4 city blocks, mind you. It's about a 10-minute walk, right? That's what Google says. So I decided not to do that, because when I looked outside and when I walked outside, it was pouring rain. And I was like, I checked 2 days ago. When I packed, it didn't say it was gonna rain. It just said like partly cloudy. Now it's like pouring outside. Luckily when I went out earlier today, like it wasn't pouring. It was just okay, right? So yeah, I was like, oh my god, it's pouring. I have freaking camera equipment in my bags. It's gonna get wet. I have papers that are gonna get wet. What am I gonna do, right? So I went to the visitor center. I was like, sumimasen, taxi. I don't know Japanese, so I just like wrote on my. I know like konnichiwa, sumimasen, like basic words, basic phrases. But I was like, taxi, right? I showed on my phone. I was like, taxi. And they're like, oh, over there. You can get a taxi there. I'm like, cool, bet. I go there. I get a taxi. Mind you, it's still freaking pouring. I get in a taxi, and the first thing I realize is their taxis are big. Like, I think it's just airport taxis, but they're very large, right? So then I get to the hotel, and finally, it stopped hailing. It was drizzling still, but it stopped hailing. It stopped raining hard. It was just drizzling. I go in the hotel. I check in, come up here, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, it wasn't too difficult to get from Narita to Shinjuku. Honestly, it's pretty easy. As long as you have Google Translate and Wi-Fi, you're solid. Because you could just put whatever you want to say, translate, and they know what you're talking about. They know where to go, how to assist you, things like that. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, but yeah, guys, I'm going to eat this meal because it's still warm. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this meal. I have a lot of new videos coming up, guys, especially in Japan. So it's like a video a day, pretty much. Guys, I'm gonna eat this, look at my photos, work on some videos, and tomorrow I'll see you guys at Mount Fuji. Hopefully it's not cloudy or rainy. Hopefully it's not. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow.